then, welcome back to Realationship, where average people have real discussions about relationship and everything in the sphere in our everyday lives. And today we have a special guest on the show, Miss Mel. Mel, please introduce yourself to the lovely audience. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing pretty good. Hi, everyone. I'm Mel, and I'm anticipating this particular topic.
All right. And then, as usual, Mr. Controversy himself, looking like Ray Charles tonight. Capo, talk to the people and know.
Yeah. Well, new topic, so we're ready. So let's
All
see
right.
what
You know.
this Mel have.
All right. So, as usual, we talk about things that affect our everyday life in relationship. Whether you're in a relationship, you're single, you're searching, you're moving around, this is a topic where I think most women can have a discussion about and want to talk about. So, before I start the topic, the views expressed by Mel is Mel. Don't beat her for say how she feel in general. Let's put it out there. But let's dive in. The topic of tonight is, what do women constitute a good man to be? In a finite mind, what a good man is. And to men, this should roll off a woman tongue because you should know what you want. You should, in terms of that. All right? So Mel,
Agreed.
take the floor, please. What constitutes a good man in a woman perspective?
For me, personally, a good man is someone who has his head screwed on. He is driven, intelligent, emotionally supportive, financially supportive, uh, academically inclined, because God no, I can't take illiterate man.
Okay.
Stability, someone who has stability, communication skills is mwah.
Okay.
Effective and efficient communication is key. I cannot emphasize enough on that part. And it's not just that either, but they need to have clear understanding, because we can communicate, but then we're still missing we're still lost in the conversation because what was said at the appointed time of the conversation was not grasped by the other person, and then 3-4 weeks later we are going back to this conversation. So understanding, communication, academically inclined, like I said, financially stable, family oriented. These are characteristics of a good man for me.
Okay. All right. I hear you. May I ask, before me answer your question, before me ask you a few questions, I'm going to make Capo touch the subject because where here she just say a while ago, Capo? Where you hear a while ago?
She say a bunch of nothing
All right.
because
Okay.
a man can do all of that and beat you at the end of the night, you know. Him can be an abusive man, him can communicate and take care of you and be responsible and pay the bills, and him still a beat you and kick you down the stairs. So
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
All right.
But then we can sit here and list out all these things, but as the conversation progress, we can also address these issues. Me no want nobody will beat me. I'm not willing to go to prison. I'm young, I still have life ahead of me. Whole heap of man still out the road. I'm not got prison for nobody.
Me have a
yeah.
question for ask you because me ask Capo for listen to him here and then respond to him here. I heard you say a lot of things a while ago. A lot. A laundry list, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you look for a polished, finished product.
Not necessarily, but these are, mark you, relationship is about give and take, right? Compromising and all of that. But these are some things that I don't think personally I need to compromise on fully or soul-heartedly. I've been told that I'm too harsh, I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm expecting too much. But these are just simple little things. If you ask me, if you cannot communicate, why are we gonna be involved? Because you're gonna say something, you're not gonna listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna say something, you're just gonna be whatever, that's not, then we're going to always have issues. But it's not the perfect person, but the person not supposed to be so boastful or up in itself that
Yeah.
is not able
All
to say,
right.
hey,
And
I
I
am.
get that. But again, that sound like a finished
So
product.
me did want, because when I'm gonna ask you, can you list about 6, 7, 8 things a while ago? Tell
Mhm.
me your top 3 and be specific, because when you say him head school on, we don't know what that means. Someone your top
Mature.
2. All right.
Mature.
So you want a mature man. Give me the next
Mhm.
2.
Financially stable and emotionally supportive. And the
All right.
communication
When
after that. That
when
can be 3.
Okay.
all right, fine. Make it a 4. When women say financially stable,
What?
you,
Yes.
you're talking about a working man, or you talking about a man that when him done paying bills, him can still him can give you a money.
It's not necessarily have to
Hold
be a
on, hold
case
on, hold
of
on. Before you answer that, listen to the question, because him said 2 things a while ago.
working man, or when him done
Working,
paying bill, him can give her
paying
money.
bills, and him can give her money. No, financially stable too, a man is that. Him can paying bills without you, him can live a life without you, and at the end, him can turn and give. That to us is stable. Now, you
Mhm.
explain if it's the same thing you mean, please.
All right. As I was about to say, is it don't necessarily mean that he has to give me money. All right. But yeah, cover your bills. Working, cover your bills. If you hit hard time because whatever might happen, because maybe you're not the owner of the business, you might get fired, you might get redundant. You know what I'm saying? At least have some savings. Don't turn to me for every single thing. Not saying I would not have his back. That's not the case.
I was just
Because
about to
it's
ask, like, that it
50-50.
sound like, but
No,
okay,
no, no, no.
okay.
It is, I'll have your back, you have my back. But it's not, oh, may you involve say you have to give me your money, or I have to give you my money. No, I'm not a relationship like that. I spend my money on you. Nothing wrong if you spend it on me. You're not, quote unquote, you're not held responsible for my finances. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, I'm not expecting you to cover I'm not expecting you to ask me to cover everything for you. It's the same, vice versa. I'm not expecting you to cover everything for me. If I hit roadblock, I can turn to you and say, hey, I mean, I look at jam right now. Oh, yes, stay.
All right.
And you can assist. But you have some man just so.
Let me ask you a question because I listen to you,
Mm-hmm.
Good.
The top 3 things is where say me I go off for your own words.
Yeah,
Um,
mature,
mature,
finances,
finances,
communication,
communication, and what was the last one?
emotionally stable. Yeah.
Emotional support. You sit down right to say your talk, and we ask you a specific question, and you answer, which is the financial part. But let me ask you another question. I want to move away from the money because we always get hung up on the money part of relationship, both men and women. Because as far as me concerned, from my point of view, this is a man's point of view. A lot of women don't give a man a chance to build him life. They want the polished, finished product.
The finished product.
It need to be this. It need to be the. There's no. You if you get so the same place on start. Women start the same place as men. It's just harder for us to advance quicker because we have more restraints in terms of things to do to attract a woman.
True.
So when a woman says she want this, and that, that is a within itself is just pressure for a man to get there quicker. And that is why sometimes man do certain things for get ahead so quickly, even the wrong things sometimes. So we don't want to get hung up on the money part, right? Here's my question. The emotional part, right? women tend to say them want a man that is emotionally supportive. What does that really mean? Because from a man point of view, we not have enough emotions for cope with women. So from your point of view, when you say want a man that is emotionally supportive, from a man point of view, we are looking like, it, am I supposed to hold your hand every minute, rub your shoulder? What is it?
No, not necessarily that. I mean, if the person is having like a bad day at work, argument's sake, right? And you get home, babes, my day was like this and blah blah blah. Some man just tell us, say, all right then, when you reach home, you're all right. How about asking what happened? What really caused this? How did it play out? At the end of the day, was it resolved? Those are emotional support, because
Okay.
you are having a bad moment at the time, or you had a bad day, you just want somebody to talk to when you reach home. The
You see, the
person
thing
who is
is,
at home,
Go ahead, finish
hmm?
and then we'll ask the question. Go ahead.
yeah, man, finish what you said.
Yeah, so you need somebody who can listen, listen to your frustration, give suggestions and stuff like that. It not for be if you hold up my arm every minute or hug me up every minute or wipe my eyes. Cause if you a ball every minute, me gone. Me not no
Yeah,
much
me a
time. A
talk
ball
about
every minute, so.
wait for her to say it, and she
So,
reach
you
there.
don't want a
Yeah,
soft
man,
man,
I'm gonna
right?
All
say it. Me
right,
I
she
say it.
reach.
So
Me say me
it's
a
not
wait
just
for
that.
it.
No, because I'm not being biased. It's
Okay.
straight across the board. It's not
Mm.
just for one side and then the other side is just there. No,
So,
why you so bally? Man up.
all right. Me I make Capo
Somehow.
ask the question, and then me have a question for you. I wanna get Capo because me wait for her to reach, and she reach a quick door.
All right, what may I say? The thing about it, and I think the more the genders understand the other gender, is the better the relationship will be in the long term. As men, we're going to always be calculated and structured. So you see, if my girl come home and complain, say she, she have too much traffic for reach home, like I said, well, you can leave 5 minutes earlier, to try a different route, take a different bus, whatever the case is. We are naturally going to try and solve the problem. We
Yes.
now go in at the bickering to say, oh, the girl not like me, and every minute she give me a hard time, and really, we not go back and forth with you upon that. We're gonna say, listen, you can change department, you can this, walk with your headphone, we're gonna try to find solutions, but most time women don't want to hear that. They want you communing with them and just
So
yeah man, that's she stay and yes.
me I
Mr.
go
Dirty girl,
piggyback
Mr.
on
never
that,
see her road, me splash her.
No,
That
hold
type of
on.
thing.
Before you shake your head, Mel, that is true. From my
It is.
experience,
It is.
my
It
experience,
is.
as
But
you
it
said,
don't apply to everybody.
hold on, no, the majority is this. We are talking about majority now. The
Mhm.
majority rule. Whenever you talk, what Capo just says so right. Because in a situation like that, I am very analytical like that, personally. And most men are. We look for a solution all the time. If you ask for something and it's a problem to you, any reasonable man are going to try to find a solution.
Mhm.
We're not wired for not give solution. We're not wired that way. And the moment we don't give a solution, it's like we're not partaking on no bickering, on this. No, we're not emotionally supportive. You understand what I say? And
Mhm.
just for cut again, Level has entered the show, the audience. So our famous Mr. Level is keeping it level. He's here and we'll give him an opportunity to get himself together. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, the the narrative is always written that if we not follow down that path, we don't know, we're not emotionally supportive on it. We're not cuss out the girl, we don't know, or cuss out the boss, or which is where Kappa just disagree with. Yo, we
No,
just like I
no,
said.
no, no. You see, and that's where maturity comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking anybody to take side or whatever, but just listen, and whatever suggestion you have at the end of the day, like you guys said, you guys are just solution givers. Try find, you could do this, you could take another route, try this, try that. That's fine. I'm all for that. I'm not ask nobody for go cuss out nobody. No, that's a picnic behavior. A picnic mentality that. So any woman will ask man for go cuss out then rival or for go do this. No, I'm not say work.
So let me ask a question. Let me ask this question, and I'm more why answer it as specific as you can from your point of view. Again, you say you don't want a man with bally, right? Now, if, and this is why men don't show emotions to women. I mean, I tell you first, and if me have something will bother me that much, I'ma feel like you're gonna come at me say, "Where you ball for? You shouldn't have ball for that." I will never show that emotional side. So you truly never know who I am. Really. Me I go just show the hard exterior and you never get to see the softer side of me. Because my fear is for somebody who me care for turn and look for me. When me I look support from, where you ball for?
All right, hold up. Cause yeah man, you don't know this. Me a female. You have some man ball for everything.
So what's wrong with that? You have woman ball for
Them
everything
come
too.
ball for.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
you have woman ball for everything.
if you as a guy, you're gonna go to your other person crying, okay, no, and I just murmur, yeah, the crocodile tears.
So what wrong with that?
Expect me to man up for you all the time?
Hold on. The man must have ball for a reason though, and it must be for the point. It must affect him to a point.
Okay, let me repeat. Let me repeat.
Got you.
They exist. Those kind exist. Yeah, they do.
All right. So let me take it from. Let me ask the question. So if I'm in a relationship and a woman come in a ball every single day, how am I supposed to take that?
It's frustrating.
No. Am I supposed to
ball every day after the daycare where babies a baby playground and you get lick and you ball every time.
Am I supposed to say to her, say to myself, say, you know what? It's a woman, you know, so it's okay. Next ball all the time. That's what I'm supposed to do.
No, you're not have to do that. You're not have to do that. Lower make she ball that time now. When she done and she start cuss you out and say, "Oh, me I cry, you not even pay me no mind." The truth is, it kind of frustrating. You cry for every single thing, everything, and some of them don't even warrant you shedding all them tears.
But them emotional.
The harsh reality of life.
Why? All right, that's an emotional part of the thing. So it is one-sided. So we need for sure. This is why we're not gonna change the narrative, you know, because we can't ball. Whether if we want for ball for no reason,
you can cry. You can cry. I've been in relationship where the person cry and cry and cry.
And we
I'm say, all right, don't cry.
All right.
No, cause him cry and him cry and him cry. I mean, I wipe tears. I wipe him tears. I mean, I hug him up. I mean, I say, yo, got you. Don't worry yourself. We in this together.
All right.
You know what I say? I support it. But you go come in every day about like a woman. And any woman will go every day about like no. And any woman go home and cry every day. Something must wrong. Something must wrong. At some point, the other person is gonna get emotionally drained and frustrated.
So let me get Level up East Side. Welcome to the show, Level. How are you?
First, you need to bring up Level. Bring up Level.
Right come up now, Level, talk to her there because here's the conversation.
Yeah.
She lists 4 important points of her life in terms of men being good, a good, solid man. Stability, financially, emotionally supportive. What are the other 2?
Communication
and maturity. But him can't cry too much. He can't cry too much. Him have to, basically what she says, a polished man. Him finish. You carve him out, you put him up, then done.
Hold on, let me ask a question though, because a part of maturity would mean say a man afraid of expressing feelings and expressing emotions. That would be a mature man. An immature man hiding emotions and feelings. So if you want a mature man and him and him a come and a cry on your shoulder for whatever reason, you know, whatever bother him, whatever cause him this emotional pain. He's mature enough to come to. Remember, not him woman is in comfort zone. The house is a comfort zone. You are my comfort.
Safe
So may I
space.
come to you for comfort because I'm emotionally stressed. You understand? So well, me trying to argue late. So I understand the ball part, you know what I mean? Because to me,
So me I say you must
is
have
is
a
a is
reason
a
for
is
your
a is a mature a man that go ball just because he might watch one movie. And he mean at the end of the day, the man a ball
no.
because something bother him. You understand? Something in life will affect him to
So,
bring
Man
him
watch
to
Little
that
Mermaid
level
and
so
of
Mel,
tears there.
me go side with Mel though. So Mel, me know why I feel like the whole again. So here, let me play David advocate. I do agree with Mel say you can't as a man where you're supposed to wear the pants in a relationship, so to speak. Come inside of the house. Too much time I cry. Yeah, at some point you have to
Hold
man
on.
up, and I
Let me, let
agree.
me,
Hold
let me
on, hold
stop
on,
you
hold
there.
on, hold on,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Let me
Me
stop
Hold
you
want
on,
there.
hold on, and I agree. But at the same time, I get what you say with the maturity level. But me have to side with her with this one. Me know why she feel like say it is
No, no
acceptable.
man.
Hold
no,
on, no
hold on,
man.
no,
It is
whenever, hold on, no,
acceptable
Philip.
for walk through the door every day I cry.
No,
It
me
is
not.
not.
No.
No, every day, no, every day. Well, all right, you know, he said me come in, say Monday, me come in and me cry to Mel. I'm sit down to Mel and I say, boy, me no sex, I'm start ball. You see me, I say, if me come every day a ball, that means say Mel no business with me a ball about.
No,
According to
Hold on,
no,
no. Look at me,
no,
I say, hear me, I say,
no.
hear me, I say, because, you know, if my woman come in Monday and a ball, I'm going to hug up. I say, baby, I want to tell you, baby. I say, all right, well, a buckle of wine and me talk and so on go on. You know what I mean? I'm reason it out. Me have to care, me have to care enough for listen keenly if it's really affect her so we can
get to
help
the core
resolve.
issue.
Yeah, get to the
Mhm.
core issue of the matter so we can resolve it. So if me have a good conversation today, she's supposed to come tomorrow a ball again. You understand? She probably come on a sniff, but she's supposed to come a ball. And then by Wednesday now, she come and she, oh, me say, boy, thanks, baby, because, boy, me really need a little talk, you know, because it help me with the situation rate.
Which is why
So
me there ask when them
so
a
if every,
ball out, because if the
exactly,
man
so
a watch Little Mermaid and bust a ball, then the man just connected to him emotional side.
so
Or
this
if him
everyday
ball
ball,
No, but
exactly.
and him
Suppose,
come home
suppose,
and a ball about that. It
because
all depends.
sometimes, you know, you there work, well, not capo, sometimes I work, you there work, and your boss,
hold on,
black me in a certain way.
hold on the level. Audience, we're getting another guest, another female that was supposed to be on the show. Just wanted you to know she's coming in, and we're gonna pick up. I just want to announce that she was in and introduce herself, and then we're gonna make level continue with his statement. Yeah, the format is a little bit different today. Hi, my dear, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hi guys.
Welcome. Is it Miss Garden? So we'll just refer to you as Miss Garden. Welcome to the show. The topic of the day, my dear, I'm sure you know what makes a good man. Your compatriot on the show is Mel Mel, and they were taking her to town. So here's a little reinforcement with it now.
No,
Let
no, no.
continue. Sorry.
I'm saying, I just want you to understand because, as I said, suppose I have a situation where you there work and you can't react normally as you want as a man. Say your boss about you want to thump him, you want to give him two thump, but hey, you can't do that. So it might come out, you come home and cry, as I say, to your spouse, because as I say, your spouse is your comfort
A
zone.
safe
You're
space.
my comfort. You're who me have come to because we can express all my emotions. I might not want to show it to my friend Philip or Capo because I don't want them to see a side of me there. But as my spouse, you know all of my sides, all of my emotions. So you
Good
might
and
know, say,
bad.
boy, yeah. So at the end of the day, you have helped me release that. So tomorrow now, we can be more, receptive to our go on. You understand? Because for me, can't manage it on my own. So we need that emotional support from my wife now and the emotional
You
understanding
know
there.
what I ask level?
Mm.
Well, more I ask the two ladies them. My glad some Miss Garden chime in. Do you believe that in a relationship you have gender roles? Because and I ask it because Philip said, yeah, we're the punch in the relationship. No, we know with the whole feminism and women can do anything, man can do, and everything should be 50-50. You can't have a cake and eat it. You can't say, well, we're equal, so you for do, me for do. But then on the flip side, like I say, well, him too sensitive,
All
man for
right,
wear pants
here you
or
go.
whatever.
All right,
So
Mel, give Mel a
no,
chance to answer that question. Yeah. Mel, you hear what him just said a while ago? Answer the question. Miss God, we're gonna give you a chance to do it. Answer that question for me.
There are gender roles. However, if it's 50-50 for me, right? I play my role, I do whatever I'm expecting you. If you are slacking off, then honestly, it's no longer 50-50 for me. If I have to be picking up on your slacks to everything, then here well, we're probably about down to 80, 20, 90, 10, somewhere there. 90 to me, 10 to you because you slack off, right?
What is a man role though?
Yeah, let me ask the question before you answer that question. And we are dealing with when it comes down to where women think a good man is, and we are trying peel the onion back for find out because one 50-50, we don't have no emotional part of it. That out of the question because as you said, him can't ball too much. We accept someone
Man,
can
not to
cry.
ball too much. Nothing no wrong if you cry,
Tell you.
but we are the thing. Cause the moment you start ball, the thing just
So me
gone.
talk about level.
Why
Just
you ball
explain
too
something
much?
to you a while ago, you know. Hear that, you know. All right. Miss Garden, me I give you opportunity, which we gave Mel, because she decides says the man can't ball. Give me 4 things you would have constitute to be a good man. 4 things.
Okay, 4 things. Whoa, there's so many. To narrow it down to 4.
Right. 4.
No, there are many. There are many attributes to what makes a man good.
They did the same thing to me.
You know why we say 4? Because we asked Miss Mel, and she said a laundry list of things where now go actually be realistic. Let's be real.
Want the priority.
Mine, well, Mel,
priority.
Mel, I'm so sorry that I chimed in late. I would have loved to hear your full laundry list because I have mine as well. And
Roll
I think
it
as
off, make we hear
females,
it.
you know.
Roll
But
it off.
Roll
right, you said
off yours
4.
and then you narrow down your 4.
Roll it off and then narrow down. Exactly.
Okay, so you want to hear my full thing?
Roll it off and narrow down.
Okay, all right. So I actually have it written down.
All right, go through.
Okay. So no, careful why you're laughing. I'm trying to be prepared here. All right. So the first thing for me was good character. All right, good character. Second thing was, and this is not in any order. All right. So good character, he has to be a thinker. He has to have good financial philosophies. You understand, a financial vision, right? He has to be able to take care of himself, take care of his family. You know, you have to be able to be a provider. He has to have patience, right? He has to be able to protect me. He has to have a vision for the future, right? And then, you know, the regular things, be responsible, be self-aware, be ambitious, have self-esteem, love himself, has a relationship with God. Not saying that you're supposed to be religious, but at least to know that there's a God out there and you have to have some sort of prayer life. You get up in the morning, you pray, you bless over your food, you're doing stuff there, you know? Remember, say God is still there. You have to be a leader. You have to be a supporter. I think you have to be understanding of people as well. And has good judgment and knows and appreciate. This is one that I really thought about writing down, and this is what you might say is not realistic, Philip, or very few men have it. Knows and appreciates my non-sexual value to the relationship. It's not all about sex. And yeah, that's my laundry list.
Right now, let me say this. Let me say this first. Yes, when you talk to Jesus tonight,
may I tell you?
Talk to Jesus tonight. Tell him, say, we are looking for that man took a while learn.
May I tell you?
Stop it.
All right, so let's narrow down to the 4 actual realistic things though. Let's keep it real.
Oh my God, so you're trying to say that my list is not a realistic list?
It is not. From men,
they're not trying to say
for a good man.
They're not trying to say.
I remember the question is what constitutes a good man to her. So
and
that's my list.
Right.
So I'm not saying the list is wrong. I'm just saying that man doesn't exist.
No,
I'm just
no,
telling you.
trust me.
No, man,
No,
no,
no, no,
you
no,
can't stop.
no.
Capo, yeah, more capo. Listen, we never lie to ourselves, you know. Here's the
Uh-huh.
thing. Even and again, that is a polished, finished product.
Right.
That's
That
a
is
healthy
a
man, not a
no,
broken man,
no,
not a
that is
toxic
a
man, but a
finished
healthy man.
product. All right, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask the same question. When me ask,
No, we need to hear
No,
the
but to be fair, let me
Go on,
say
go on.
something. Let me say something. To be fair about my list, understand this is what makes a good man to me, as what Level pointed out to you. And to also know that this man will also possibly need assistance from me to get there. So it's not a
all right.
situation where
No, you're
easy-
talking.
but so it's not a situation. No, but you asked me what makes a good man. So may I tell you, this is what makes a good man to
So
me.
here's the thing.
And if you come with 60% of it,
Mm,
I'll
that's
help you
good.
to get the other 40, because at the end of the day, a lot of these things, if this man, to be honest, if this man came to me now, 100%,
Yeah.
I can tell you for a fact that I would not be able to accept him right now, because listen why, because some of these things, well, unless he wants to accept me, because some of these things for myself, I am still working on. Because I don't believe in asking anything of a man that I
That you
can't.
can't do for yourself.
Right.
All right. The
Fair
reason
enough.
why I said, hold on. The reason why I said that what I'm saying now. You see your list, minus a few things from Mel's list. You have this whole thing now in the head the same way. And that means along the lines, you are from two different backgrounds, living at two different places. Family is far in between. And the mindset about what a good man is almost the same, minus a few minor details. I wrote them down and I remember what Mel said. And I
Okay.
and I checked 7 things that you had in common. 7.
Okay.
It's a lot.
No, but then again, like she said, and I said it's a 50-50 thing, you know. I have your back, you have my back. Not expect the flawless person, but as I said earlier on, be mature enough to say, hey, I am wrong. You know,
Which is why,
shouldn't have whatever. So you know, get the polished person,
which
but
is
good
why,
God, man, have something.
which is why we asked for the 4 things, because realistically, if I mean, assuming, let's just say for argument's sake, she listed out 15 things a while ago. You
She
might
did
get a man
actually.
with
She
8.
did close to it.
Right. She might get a man with 8 or 7. So you need to look in at yourself now and say, all right, if I meet a man with these 4 prime things, we can eventually work our way through and find the rest. Because even in a dating situation, how long are you going to date somebody before you even know that them have 1, 2, 3, 15 of them thing there? Because that's not something you're going to discover on a first date, second date, third date.
No, but it can be if, listen why I say that, it can be if the person, if really and truly we are honest with ourselves. You see, if we're honest with people, we save a lot of time. We cut through all the crap. So if we're honest, so you see, when I look at like the Indian culture, the Chinese culture, when they're dating at a certain age, they're dating for marriage. So when you go date 1, date 2, that's the fun thing, blah blah blah, whatever. So date 3, they're hitting each other with the hard questions. That a lot of people are very uncomfortable answering.
So you think it's a cultural thing why our culture look at women in our culture want men to be that kind of
give me a piece of the key there. I understand, because just to think about what Kepo said. All right, everybody have them lists, right? And as Kepo said, whatever culture it take, it persons there's a comfort. So unless I'm at a certain level of comfort with you, there's certain about my personality that won't come out, and vice versa.
Your personality, you said?
There's certain level of my character or my personality that would not change, because I'm not yet comfortable. I'm not at that level of comfort with you where I want to discuss certain future endeavors, certain things, because me still work out the dynamics of if, all right, I want to have this connection here or anything like that. So as Kepa say, you might go for a 1, 2, 3, 4 date, and you still not get for instance, I don't know, I want the level of any of them things I may look for, or if I have 5 or 3. Because really and truly, it takes a minute to get to know somebody. And these things that you're listing is not something that's gonna come out in our first. What come out in our first date is your charm, your kindness, your honesty, things like that. But in terms of some of them, Philip, let me hear some things again, please. Can't even remember.
Yeah, man, listen out.
I wrote
Yes,
that down.
Patience.
I'm on this,
That
I'm on this gonna come and be like, and unless much I show off, you know, I don't know I'm on financial status right off the bat, because I now want to come and talk about my money and my assets. That's just going to turn you off. Every woman say no, them want a man come and talk what you have or you want to do. So you will not get to understand. You can assume say me rich or me have a certain level of financial status based on the facts. Oh, him drive the carrier and him dress away.
you know what is so funny? You know, I don't do that because a lot of men driving cars are car broke.
Exactly. All right. And the fact
A lot of people are living in houses
right.
and
So
they're
hold
house
on up.
broke. Or
Exactly.
Philip, why you laughing?
So
No,
now,
but it's true. You have not just men alone, but
No,
men
no,
and
just
female.
I was just about to say, don't make it seem like a man alone do them things.
No. So let me to be fair, but the topic tonight is man.
Yeah, me gonna go back to that now. I'm gonna bring it back
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna ask Mel this question because she listened to level
Well,
and I made her go
before
back
you
and
ask
forth.
me the question, Philip, we want to hear the 4. We want to hear the 4 yet.
Oh, my
yeah,
4?
yeah, true.
Okay, so good financial philosophy. When I say financial philosophy, I'm talking about how you manage your money, how you make it, how you multiply it. You understand?
Again, well, I know, sit up in again.
No, hold on. Remember?
I never finish my point, you know.
No, hold on.
Well,
Go on
man,
again, One. Next one.
Yes, I said, yeah, good financial philosophy. And I was saying it's not how, it's how he manages it, how he makes it, how he multiplies it, right? That's the point of view where I'm coming from. Because if I'm going to be with somebody for the long run and so forth, I need to know, all right, then babes, how we getting that money? And it's the same way for him when it comes to me as well. You understand? Right. Because there will be times that possibly you might, fall back and I have to step up. But we know that, okay, the 2 are we. Right, Mel?
What's the next 2?
You said that earlier on.
So did I say that? What's the next one?
So that's my one. I'm saying good character.
Okay, character.
Yeah, you understand? You have to be able to have good character. You have to be able to represent me and so forth. Okay. And you have to be a leader.
Okay, so that...
I don't know if Mel agree with me with this one, but for me personally, I don't fare well with men who are submissive. I believe that Mel might...
cannot try.
No. I'm not saying that you can't ball, because sometimes I believe that I'm supposed to be my man's safe space. So if my man want to cry out in the eye till then, kingdom come ball, wrap up on a ball and ground.
Every day you come to your cry, you go comfortable with that?
No, it's not cry. I'm just saying, no, not a cry, baby. Him can't. I don't want my man to be more emotional than I am, and women are more emotional than men.
I'm telling Capo and Philip that these kind of guys exist.
Yeah, they do. But for me, I don't know how I will deal with a guy like that, right? So for me, I have to be in safe space, as I was saying, first and foremost, so him able to open up to me that way and whatever. So,
so that's your 4. Right?
I said 4, right? It's 4 I gave you. Good character, financial philosophy.
And
you have good financial philosophy, be a leader, and what? No, I never give you the other one.
What's the other one?
You have to be a provider.
So the same thing as financial.
No, you can manage your money well and so forth, and you have it and whatever, but you're not send the people them go school.
Oh, okay.
You're not stepping, yeah. You can do all that.
Hold on.
I have a question to ask the lady.
Hold on. Listen, hold on, Philip. We need to have some perspective, because me hear send kids go school at more know at which stage are these ideas? You understand? Because me I think about dating. Now we are talking about kids and
I came in. To be fair, maybe I came into the conversation. Sorry, Mel. Maybe I came into the conversation a bit late because I wasn't aware that we were talking at the
Not
dating.
dating. That's why I wanted to
That's
ask
what I was
this
getting
question.
at, because
Hold on.
the
Let
thing
me
did
ask
not
this question.
specify.
No, that's why I want to know. I want to know the
Hold on.
perspective.
That is why I want to ask this question before you did, because the question
Okay.
what I was going to ask was geared from like the grassroots up.
Okay.
Now, from a woman, from the two women on the show here, what on a list sounds similar in most of the stuff then. Now, as a woman, what part do you play? What part do you play in a man's life to get him to that place? Other than just say unago mentally and morally support him or whatever the case. What is that the only thing we're not gonna do? Because it seemed like the weight rests solely on him shoulder for make sure him do all 15 things, narrow down 4 with a little push from Uno. Just a push. What part in the play other than the push?
All right. I dated this, well, not dated. I was in a relationship with this guy, right? Both of us were working. He lost his job based on stupidity. No, I don't know, something wrong with the male species. I said to him, don't worry, because I had good job at the time. I said, I got you. All right. I got all 3 of us. Don't worry about it. For the life of me, every day him cry, every day him complain. Him never need anything. Whatever, I leave funds. When I'm leaving, I leave funds. I go away, I go work, I come back. All of this. It becomes frustrating and too much. I've not showed you any bad side or bad face or, it's a burden to me or whatever. No, because we are in this thing together. And like I did point it out earlier on, things do happen. You're not the owner of the company, right? So yeah, you can get redundant. Yeah, you can do stupid thing. You get fired, whatever, right? We have each other back. So I thought. So while I was having his back during the time that he was down, he was just being a nag. Oh, not even a work. Oh, you alone I make money. Me alone I make the money, but I'm not complain. You're not short or nothing. Even though when you work, me still a fuck up more than where you work, because I've been working more than what you're earning.
May I make Miss Garden talk on that, and then may I go back to something we just said a while ago. I make sure Mr. Kappa with the same smirk on him face too, because of what you just said. But go through Miss Garden. Let me hear what is it that you think you need to do to develop or breed up a man like that?
Okay. So you had pointed out earlier supporting. Excuse my dogs outside. But you're going to support them mentally, yes. You're going to be their backbone, so to speak, because behind every good man there's a good woman, right? So I'm going to make sure that at the end of the day, as I said earlier, I'm going to be a safe space. I think when a man comes home from work, he looks to come home to a woman where he can say that she provides rest for him. The man them not shake them head. Why?
Why can't
Why am I not seeing this?
We're listening.
It's true. It's true.
I listen.
I think there is because we are realistic.
No, we're not in awe any at all. We're not in awe. We're just listening.
Right.
We'll do something because
Okay.
Let me ask.
So hold on. We can't listen.
Let me go back to the question.
You're right. Yeah. So you're going to do. So you're going.
Something.
All right, since some more response, talking.
I noticed that I can't get to answer.
No,
the
make you
question
finish.
when
I was
ask
about to
the
say.
question.
Never finished. All right, cool. Go on.
I should not get no response from us, so I don't understand.
No, response as in shake your head, because I know that you guys tend to complain, say woman nugget.
They are.
There's some females out there
They are.
who really and truly are not like that. All right? maybe back, you know, them grow and everything and so forth. Boy, Philip, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Remember, you know,
listen,
Philip.
yeah,
Remember,
listen,
the wife I go watch the video. Remember.
listen. Me not fool nobody, you know. I'm like an open book. Anybody will know me. Listen.
Yeah.
Let me ask the question because let me ask this question. Mel said something. The fact that Mel says she got work, she do a shadow, and she give money and this and that. Sometimes, and I think women don't understand that. You know, if we don't want to breed the environment for a good man, we have to live the environment. If the shoes was on the other foot, he wouldn't have said none of that to you. He wouldn't be nagged with you not wanting to work. He would have just go and do what he have to do. And I think it don't reciprocate from the other side once the man stop work. Because in our mind, I mean, I go off on a list, he needs to be a provider. Him not do that no more. So therefore, you automatically get annoyed. Whether you don't want, hold on.
No, let me
Hold on.
clarify
No,
something.
I think
The
what
man
Mel was,
finish.
I
The
think
man
what
finish.
Mel
I
was
got
annoyed with
his
crying, he being
exactly
over
his constant
emotional.
nagging
For
because
her,
it
that's
wasn't a
something,
problem for me.
right? That's
His
something that she couldn't manage. She
nagging,
couldn't manage an
even
over emotional man.
even though he had no reason
Can't raise my
to
hand.
be complaining or whatever, he was, and it becomes frustrating.
What is it? I mean, him not have no reason for complain. The man not working. The man not
Can't
providing.
raise my hand.
None of that.
Hold
The
on,
man
me finish.
complain. Go through, Capo.
Maybe
No,
he
all right.
felt emasculated.
Me like
That's
when
right.
me like if that bring the reason going on.
Go on. Go through, Capo.
All right. For touch upon Miss Garden, because you say the man them not shake them head. And I think this is the reason. Women have a misconception. I'm gonna try to straighten it for you. Right?
Yes, my brother.
Now the question where Philip say is how on bill a man, right? Now, me have one cousin where is a pastor now. Him say you can't have two people where is 100 come together and build a relationship. It's impossible. So you can't look for me to be the perfect man and you to be the perfect woman and we're gonna make greatness. It can't happen. Somebody have to be short somewhere and you will feel my vibe, which is why you have yin and yang. Fine? Now, if me come in a situation at 50%, the question where Philip asks, what are you doing to build me as a man, mentally, physically, to be a provider, supportive, entrepreneur, etc.? I appreciate the fact that when we come home, you're not gonna be nagging. That is all well and good. But in the grand scheme of things, anybody can do that. Right? You want a man where you know, say you can live at home with the kids and the kids get take care of and the house clean and him cook and whatever. And I don't think most women out there know how to be patient enough to grow and build a man like that to be the perfect husband slash father. And I think that is the biggest challenge for most relationship because most women want a man who is 99.9% there and then say, yes, I'm my man this, and just grab him up. And then she said, oh, I cook and clean for him. That don't mean nothing because a man like Level and Philip, them can cook and clean for themselves.
Very well.
So you in the relationship and clean and wipe out and straighten bed is neither here nor there in the grand scheme of things. You know?
It isn't.
Not
It is
at
a
all.
plus.
I have to let me say something because
Hold on,
for
Miss G.
me
Let me ask you
personally, when it comes to building a manner of that, to be fair, some of these things he have to possess already because there are certain things that I can, as a woman, we can't give a man. You understand? So I can't. No, let me finish first because you're cutting me my sentence. I can't give you ambition. I can't give you ambition. You understand? I cannot give you ambition.
Well, I'm asking a question
I cannot
first.
give you.
I'm asking a question.
I can't give you ambition.
Ask a question.
Hold on, let me finish.
Before you say that, just stick it so.
You realize that every time I talk, I get him cut, right?
No, man. Your son born with ambition. If you have a child, does he born with ambition?
No, I'm not talking about a
no
boy.
Level. Yeah, take this
child. I'm talking about a grown man.
Ask you a question.
I'm talking about a grown man.
Let you finish. Well,
no, I'm talking about a grown man. So I can't give a grown man ambition. You understand? I can't give And this is kind of tricky. I can't force you on a vision that you show you the vision of what your future is supposed to be like. You must know or have an idea of what you want 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, or whatever. Is it that you want to be dating all your life? Is the single feel you gonna play? Is it that you want to be a clerk all your life? Do you want to be a CEO? You want to go the manager job or so forth like that? Yeah, you have to have some vision, because at the end of the day, okay, fine, you want to be the manager of your company, you're a clerk. What is it that you're doing to get there? All right, then, Missy realized that, okay, you need these courses, or you need this formal education under your belt to get there. I'm going to assist you in getting that done. Me are one of them woman.
All right, I'll say this.
No, Philip, before you
ask your question, because me have a rebuttal. Go on. Ask your question.
Yeah, Paul. Yes, points where you make earlier on. How much man willing to take it on? And it go right back to where Miss G say, right? How many man? Because I can't tell you, the same person when I tell you about, when I talk about previous relationship, I tell him, academically, I'm above him, all right? I'm not use that against him. I'm not use that none at all. I said to him, here what? The mother saying was say, when man said woman got school and the woman them qualify, them cut left them. You go to school, I'll finance you, myself, and the other person. And when you are finished, I'll go back doing whatever I want and you do the reverse. You know what I'm saying? 20 years later, still stuck. Who's supposed to put up with that?
All right.
Man.
All right. You make
Who's supposed to put up with that?
No,
Get up and go. All right. You know, you're not the theoretical person.
All right.
He's more practical. I recognize that. Hold on, let me finish. I recognize that. Okay, go do the practical part. Go get all these, qualifications for the practical part of it, so you can move up to the next level. Still at the same level 20 years later.
Yeah, sure. Example.
And it's not because of lack of trying on your part.
Okay, it's a lack of ambition on his part.
All right. All right. Let me say this. There are people that don't see past them own face in terms of ambition. And that goes two sides of the coin, men and women. Now, the general consensus among male and female is that one is there to help the other and vice versa. That's the general consensus, But here's the thing, from my personal experience, Miss Gardner said, a man, you can't treat a man with, a man have to have a certain thing within him and you bring it out. And I don't agree with that. And I will tell you why. I was never somebody who read books. I hated reading books. But as time progressed, nobody forced me to read a book. I love to read books now. Just like anything, progression in the course of your life and your experiences change your perception.
Evolution.
Of certain things, and evolution comes into place. Yes, it may be now him not driven, but then sometimes it takes a certain kind of reality to shift in mindset or her mindset. Come on, I think I just man alone me I talk about mindset, and then you create a different kind of persona for himself. But again, me I listen to the two and I say the same exact thing. Me there to make sure you do this, and if him not do this, make him go on. And he can't look on it, so.
No, hold up. To be fair,
for 20 years.
You start out the statement.
All right, that's a Moise example.
No, but to be fair, because you cannot generalize it. No level. I need to talk right now.
Hold on, man.
So,
if
you're saying that, okay, if he's not, he found that out based on progressions, right? Yeah. That's happened in his life and whatever. Fine. That happened on his own without me pushing it. That's what I was saying. I was saying that, listen, he has to have certain
Some
things in him
self-motivation.
already. I can't force you to be who you're supposed to be. I can only help you to get you there. And as such, during your life, you have experienced certain things. No, that's what you said. You have experienced certain things that brings you now to read a book.
Level,
Something that
make
you
your
love to
point,
do
because I
now,
want to make a point.
off on
Come
your
on,
own.
level making
Yeah,
point
man.
first.
Was it your wife who brought that out to you?
You're gone with again, and that may
Exactly.
show you.
The man never
No,
said that.
because you're saying
Never
that
said
we
that, you know.
supposed to
Never
do
said
it.
that.
I didn't say that. I said
Right. You said it's on his own. So I'm
So
saying
I
you
didn't
make him
have
say
to
it was
have
on
explain.
the
those
two, and I
things
said
in you.
situations. Situations that you face in your life. Realities change, and sometimes you go along
Evolution
with
happen, you know.
exactly
Children,
evolution happens.
yeah.
People
But
grow
you see,
mature. Understand?
go on, level.
All right, this example me want to show because make the example where she said, boy, she send the man go to school and what have you,
No,
and the
I
man
didn't.
come out.
I told him I was
That was the
willing
plan.
to be the last person to go since the thing is, oh, no,
Oh, but all
woman
them are
got school
gone.
and then
Oh,
him
but all them
gone,
are
you know.
gone.
But he
Hmm.
never did anything. He didn't do
No.
anything. He just
All right, let
sat
me give
there.
example.
I
Let me
went
give.
back, did all that I needed to do, and I move on.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. All right, we get that. Yeah. Stamp say, boy, you're more ambitious than the man. Fine. Now, let me actually have to show you in the context, right? Because when me start UA, I was dating somebody older than me. So when I started UA, she was leaving UA. Understand?
Long
Anyway,
time I know say you're not a you know.
yeah, school
Anyway.
man. Anyway, anyway, so me I go UA and me I do my thing, me I study and we are build the relationship. See? Anyway, the plan was that all right, when I left UA and thing, I left with a degree and I done I get a big work and money I go make and things I go on. I left UA, graduate with first class honors, distinctions come out, life happens. I couldn't get no work. My first job, I get an e-service work 5 grand a week with my degree. Reality, that's the reality. Not me apply, me not do a good job. Right? She wasn't a better job because she left school before me, understand? So she was out there and she had a better job and thing, right? So hence we're moving together. We live together now, understand? Now remember now, me now me have the qualifications. Me do what I'm supposed to do, me go school, me forget, but life happens. So now me now get the job to give me the money me need so me can now contribute to the relationship financially. Understand? What you think happened? She got frustrated. And guess what? She got a bigger older man where me no. Me I grow towards fame status, understand? But because there's a hiccup of me not get the right offers or the right opportunity is not out there as yet. But me no work list, so me I go and do what me can do. So me I try. You understand? And me I make a week. Exactly. Right. And me I do it. You know what I
Level,
mean?
bear this in
To
mind.
be fair,
Hold on,
you
are
don't
trying.
want nobody cutting your stuff, don't cut eye. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Don't
thought you
people that use
finished.
knife.
You're allowed
Me
to
not,
cut it
me not,
off.
me not finish. Capital say one thing, you don't want to take over the thing. You understand? So hold on now. May I give this example how life messed up. So hold on now. We go on. Eventually, you don't know frustration kick in. Level can contribute as well you want. But remember, level loving, level charming, level cook, level make you feel welcome, level make you feel interested. But here what? Level can give 130 grand a week. Level can give 1,000 out of the 5 grand a week time for go and make up on your much you make. You understand? Anyway, because level put you in front time and say, chop, you go and back it out. Anyway, frustration kick in because women have good spending habits, women have good financial philosophy, so them get themselves in a financial trouble. Level can't bail you out because level don't know make enough already. Hence, a big man come in and him start sort out the thing. Understand? Eventually, level lose relationship. All of a sudden now, level get good job, level buy a big vehicle, level live nice place and thing, level book back home girl. Home girl, things good now, where I go with, you know what I mean? Home girl come back in. Home girl say, boy, level, so I'm still there, this big man, I will make the left for. So I check you like that, so I got ability. Yo, you never, but home girl want to keep big man same way. You understand? And level now reach big man level. You know what I mean? Level are bring in big man income. You see me, I say, level now, you understand? But still.
But level, get to the point, because I not get the point. What you are trying to tell the lady?
The point to me is this: no matter how you can help prepare somebody or somebody can prepare and start prepare for life, life do happen. You know what I mean? Things don't go as planned. So you can be as prepared to take on the world as much. But the world afraid to accept you
So,
your
so
state.
let me say this. And going back to the list
Mm.
that the two women gave us. Patience is not on it for no, because you don't
Patience upon
require
it.
that from us.
Ah,
I never said that, and I don't think Mel was saying that. I mean, it was
No, no,
right.
no. I'm saying
First and
if it is
foremost,
not an
all right, let me not, Mel is here, so Mel will talk for herself. For me, patience is on it for me. The whole point is that you have to understand that persons have different levels of capacity to deal with certain personalities. Some personalities now go mesh. Certain things that persons are experiencing in their life, the other person can't manage it. It's just life overall. And as such, no matter how good the thing is or whatever for them, that is just a deal breaker for them. You have girls that won't date a broke guy, even though broke is temporary to me. So, and you have girls who just won't date a guy who is earning a $3 million income. This is Jamaican dollars. They need somebody that's $10 million and up. So they just stick to their class and just work with that. But for me personally, patience is there. I'll support my guy. For me, I'm an empath. So as it relates to that, I will be always there to support him through those things and whatever. But there comes a point where I'm officer, all right, then babes, what is it that you're doing? Let's try different things and so forth and whatever, and then something there. I'll stick in the relationship, but it has to be going somewhere, and my salary
potential. You're thinking
to
potential.
cover
So once the
Hold
potential
on,
is
let me
there,
touch base on that.
potential is there.
Let me
Right.
touch base on that, Philip. Come on, did want to touch it from left to top.
All right,
And
touch my boss.
I think a lot of women are unfair with, especially what Miss Garden just said. I'm gonna tell you why. Every company have one CEO. They might have 5 manager or 5 executive, 10 manager, and 1,000 line staff. Everybody cannot be with a CEO because of one of them, and everybody can be with an executive because of 5 of them. So you're going to have more relationships with line staff, statistically. Agreed? Fine.
Agreed.
Now, every woman want a man we want more. What is wrong with just having the man with him there? So, because hold on, listen to what me I say now. Listen, this is statistics me I talk about. You will always have more line staff than you will have a supervisor, a manager, an executive, a director, etc. So every woman have this concept, them want more. So him have a 9 to 5, he must sell bag juice too. Him have a 9 to 5, him for run taxi. Him have a 9 to 5, him for do something else. What is wrong with getting a man that has a 9 to 5 and him just good in a 9 to 5? That's a more like somebody answer the question there.
Mel, answer the question, because you're eager.
Before I address that, I'm address your patience. Yes, we have patience, but patience is not about playing blind eyes to who you have dealing with. All right, you know the person you have as a partner, right? If this person, mark you, Kappa just say, what if the person just wants to stay? Why we can't accept the person at this level? Because this them want to be. Life is not at one level. Evolution do happen. The pay you get 5 years ago, that can't even be a light bill this year, right? So why stuck at the same position? You know what I say? And if the person not willing to climb up the ladder, nobody not say, yo, you have to go get a PhD and be the CEO of Digicel, or you know what I say, or whatever. Nobody not say that. But you can't stuck on one level.
All right, I'm gonna ask a question because you use the word level.
And if you're not pushed to climb the ladder, you're gonna be stuck, and nobody knows.
So let me ask you a question. Because you keep on reach for the stars, you never yet go reach.
I haven't answered yet, but okay.
Here's the question I ask. You start out at this level. Where is it that you want to get to? Where? Answer that question. See, where do you want to get to then?
You want to get to the stage where you're not struggle, like you're not struggle for fine pound of sugar. You're not struggle for fine milk. You're not
How
struggle
much
for
are we in
fine
that room here right now?
things.
None of we are not struggling for finding a pound of sugar. Let's be real. None
Okay,
of
so
us.
the conversation is not just about us five. It's straight across the
No,
board.
but in general, where do you want to get to? Because you can get to that, the 200 working at 9 to 5 can get to that point where you're not struggling for finding that. I want to know is, since you have so much requirements of men, and one of the biggest requirements is that we need to be always moving upward and onward. Where is the top? Where is it that you can say as a woman, you know what, babe? I feel like we're good right here, sir. Where is that?
And sorry for cutting, ladies. Sorry for cutting it before you start. Sorry, Miss Garden, we know you want to talk long time, but let me just chime in this. People will naturally never be satisfied, and that's just a fact of life, because everybody wants a better way of living. Me, in my situation, have it better than most people. I mean, see people will earn less than me with 3 picnic, and they must smile. You see what I'm saying? So it all goes back to your way of life and how good you want to live it. Because a man might have a 95 Corolla and he's comfortable, but eventually he want a Honda, then he want a Benz, then he want a Range Rover. At some point you have to say, well, Miss Garden said $3 million a year can't do it. Eventually she want the man reach 5 million, 7 million.
No, she said
no, I didn't say that.
Some girls
say that
might have issue with the person
Don't
who
tell lie for Miss
$10
Garden,
million,
please.
they
You know
want
what I mean?
10 million
She
instead
said-
of 3
She
million.
said there's
That's what
girls
she said.
that would not
Yeah.
date
Thank you,
someone
Mel.
Right,
Thank you,
right.
Philip. Thank you,
Yes,
Level.
she never said
Fine.
that.
Yeah.
Just
She never
be
said
clear.
that.
But I know where you're going with it, Cap.
I just told you, Capo. I just
Fine.
told you.
Fine. Miss Garden, please chime in, because I know your skin are burned to say something.
Oh, no,
But
come
you-
like your body,
No,
not
you said what level is enough? For me personally, and myself right now, for myself, I just want to be at a level where I'm in charge of my options. I'm not choosing to eat at Tasty because it's my only option. I'm not choosing to buy chicken back because it's my only option. If I want to eat chicken back, it's because I choose to. If I want to eat shrimp tonight, it's because I choose to. If I want to eat salmon tonight, it's because I choose to. And it's not breaking the bank. So for me, I'm at a comfortable level now where I am in charge of my options.
Okay,
So,
I can see that.
Huh?
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
Right. So
Likewise.
for me personally, when you said earlier, and I'm trying to remember exactly because I don't want to quote you wrong like Capo quoted me wrong. So I'm trying to remember when you said what is enough? That was your right? What is
Yeah, what is
level?
enough? What is enough?
Right. For me,
What is
what level
satisfactory?
is enough
Yeah.
is that we together have to be in charge of our options, and it's not breaking the bank. It's not going into the savings to do that and whatever and so forth. So, okay, babes, all right, we live in this house. Okay, we possibly can get another, make it an income property, or it's just for the fact that we want to get another house. I just want us to be on the same path where we're in charge of our options together on both sides, because my man supposed to be enough to me, supposed to be enough without me, and me without him. So when we come together, we're a force. And this is something we've been working on together to get there.
The consensus though amongst men, let me tell you no, for women, is that even though you just said that men out there, single men out there that are ambitious, have something I go on feeling, but not at a certain level, don't feel like they're enough for women. And that's the consensus.
But isn't that a self-esteem issue?
No, it
Isn't
isn't.
that a,
Just
isn't
about
that
to
a,
ask why.
I'm just asking these questions. Isn't
So,
that a
all right,
self-esteem
let-
issue? Isn't that a confidence issue?
All
Isn't
right,
that you
so
think that you're
let me answer.
meeting for people to punch above them weight?
No, all right, again, you hear what you just said? Them feel like them a punch above them weight. That's a different
No,
a subject
she
you're not.
said she
No,
thinks
Mr.
people
Me
are
thinks that
punch
people
above
Oh,
their
okay. I
weight.
thought you
to.
said there. All right. So men have these issues from where I sit, and I'm sure I'm speaking for 80% of men. They're thinking because of all of these requirements that you got, women have, it make it hard for them even have a conversation with you, knowing them probably only have one out of 15 or two, with the potential to grow, but on still never take a man if him not know about money right now. Which in fact, what culture, and let's be real, how is it that you know come so hard and fast on men with finances, leadership role?
Maybe
Hold on.
okay.
Character. May I go through the list now? Character. Um, well, patience, finances. In what is this one?
Good financial outlook.
Reason why the list goes on. But what may I try to say is this: we are not from a culture that breeds that, so we have to learn that as we go. And as on a dictate, as on the two on a dictate, these are the requirements of men. Where women like on yourself, educated, successful, no one want. We not breed that in society. So now if we no hold on, we not look for that kind of man. And him probably only have one. Him nobody never teach him about money. So him only have paying bills just to survive. Him not know what to do with money, which is a small portion of we know what to do with money. Him not patient because him work itself is like him after rush. Let's say he's a salesman. For him, patience is losing money. So him not learn them little things that we're lacking. We as men, I would talk for 80%. We are lacking in all the almost everything on both of y'all lists, and the list is so similar. And I
I feel
feel
right.
bad for
A
men out
financial
there.
mistake me make when we learn about
But
little money, you know, financial mistakes we make over the years.
And
And,
some mistake you can't build
but
back from.
I believe
exactly. And some mistakes you can't build back from. You understand?
nobody is going to hit it right as you step out. Nobody, not even the wealthiest person's son, not even the person who is the son or of the biggest investor out there or whatever. You understand? They're going to make mistakes. But my thing is, all right, you said that our culture doesn't grow them that way, which is true, because I think certain things that's like financial philosophy and them stuff there is something we're supposed to be taught in schools.
And
We
it
have
doesn't.
guidance
So,
listen what I'm saying. We have guidance counseling and all of that. We teach them how to put on condom. We tell them about organs and all them stuff that we can have a class where teach them about investment stocks and all them things and whatever too. But at the end of the day, you come to me and you don't have that. I have a bet. I'm not saying that I'm a pro on it. You understand? The quality okay, but it's not the way I want it for them. I'm not a pro at it.
Santia,
But
what's
as
your
it
profession?
relates to that, when you
what's your
come to
profession?
me,
What's your profession?
when you come
What's your
to
profession?
me and you don't know about it, I'm going to help you to get there. And that is why I'm saying you have to be able to be understanding. You have to be able to be receptive. And I'm going to show you how to make better choices with your money. As your partner, I believe that your financial standing supposed to be of the utmost importance to me as well. Because if you fall, me fall, So we have
Mel,
to
let
be
me
straight
ask
with
Mel a
each
question.
other.
Let me ask Mel a question because me get where Miss Garden, I get what you're saying.
Why are somebody Miss God? Why are somebody
I totally understand what you're saying, but me ask Mel from a point of view of living in the States here. Is it we're in a different culture? Me and you live in the States. Everybody there live in Jamaica, and I get what she's saying. I get what Miss Garden is saying about the culture of being them. I teach this in school and this and that, but you're a grown woman with a child. Are you going to have that kind of patience with a man with based on the list we have right now at your age? Are you going to be that woman who are gonna say, no, me they up in an age right now, me go skip past. Him should have on my level or more at my age. Him should not do this, da. Even though him never have the basic training, just a bounce, you know. And him get to your age, would you take a chance with that? And even if a potential, him just never have guidance, would you take a chance with that?
I would if the
Yeah.
person shows interest. If the person not showing interest, like no, no.
Not forcing nobody.
I'm not going to try to be mother to somebody who has no interest. I do that with my kids, because me have to do it. They're my kids. You're not my child. If you're not pushing, if you're not showing the interest that you have interest in knowing these things or learning these things or whatever, then no. If you have it, yeah, we will run with you. We will do it with you. We will go through it with you. You know what I say? I'll push you. I'll be the support you need. All of that. But if you're not doing it, no.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have the understanding. You have to be
Well,
able to
Not
receive
do
it.
But
it
Mama
was
wants
a.
to Philip, because you
Go
said
ahead.
something
Let me
earlier
finish there.
on, and I realized
And you
the
see, and I
problem
think,
Hold
though
on, Kappa. Make
is
she finish.
all right.
the problem so much is not females, it's the lack of confidence male have within themselves. They are intimidated about women who are qualified more than them or accomplished more than them, when genuinely these females might very well be easygoing. Like, I'm not that person. But because you already have this mindset, like, Lord, she accomplished
All
this,
right, let me
Lord, she
ask
have
you a
that,
question.
Lord, she
Let
that.
me,
You
I'll make Kappa
already put
ask.
up a
We're gonna wrap
barrier
up
between
shortly, but
what
Kappa
could
have a
have
question.
and what
And
should have.
I have the right answer for you for that. Kappa, ask the
No,
question.
but to be fair, some females are.
I was just about to say.
No, I'm not saying
No,
every
you have a, well, I know what Mel is coming from because we're reasoning at a standpoint that not everything is absolute. And I think everybody here knows that.
Yes.
But you have some females out there who are intimidating. You're coming to me and you don't have certain things in place. Who are you? You can't step to me.
Exactly.
You understand? I'm at,
it goes the other way.
I'm
You
at
have
this
some
level.
guys who are intimidating. Like, why do you think me that why you're not in my class?
Right, because you have some females out there who,
Like,
and I think it's
Capo said
because
the
of
other day, you're not manager, see you down in a secretary position or front desk position. Like, no, that's
I want to. Hold up, I want to point out something. I want to point.
It's far in between when it goes the other way. A secretary
I'm going
can
to.
get a CEO.
I'm going to point out something though. You have a lot of females out there who nowadays, because I don't know if it's because of single parent home or you're growing up, see your mother doing everything and so forth and whatever, father not around or whatever, the culture that way. But you have a lot of females out there who do not know how to be feminine. There are actual males in a female body. So they're aggressive, they shut down, and you understand? So they dismiss men and whatever. So that, to be fair to men, that plays on their confidence. So you understand?
Well,
that
ladies,
plays on their confidence. That mashing up.
To that.
We are gonna wrap now. Go on, because we are gonna wrap shortly.
Before you wrap up, let me just close with this. And I think that is where the generations differ. And I think maybe why a lot of relationships probably not doing as well now as they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. Going back to the same, how much is enough part of the conversation, because we know people who in the same position for 30 years in our company and them happily married with 2 kids and the wife good. And as I'm saying, it goes back to your lifestyle as to what you want. Because me at my level now, approach Miss Garden, we are on the same level for argument's sake. But she's saying that in 10 years' time, she gonna want more. She gonna want another house, another car, another this, another that. She want go Dubai, she want go Egypt, whatever. But suppose I was a director and she is a director, she still gonna want more. She gonna want a CEO expectation because she already have 2 houses. She want a third. So the concept is that enough is never enough. You're going to
That's
always
not what I was
be
saying.
looking.
All I was saying, Capo, is that I want us. You're my man,
No, man.
me or your
Don't
woman,
get me wrong. No,
right?
man. I'm not
I just
knocking you
want Capo
specifically.
and I just want
No.
Kappa and
Well,
Sansia to
well,
be in
Miss Garden, well,
charge
man.
of their
How,
options.
make the man him finishing point. That's
Hold on.
what the
Yeah,
point.
I'm not
Yeah,
yes,
No,
yeah.
but he
It's
quoted
last.
me wrong, so I have to
Still
get
wait,
that
that's fine.
straight.
Again,
Don't
you
hold it,
quote
man.
her wrong again, Capo. Come
Capo,
on.
stop
Yes.
putting girl around the Capo.
Yes,
Stop
I'm
putting girl
beginning.
around Capo, man.
All right, let me say specifically what she said. The premise is that she wants to be in a position to do what she wants.
No,
She don't want to be
she want to
limited.
be in control of her choices.
Exactly.
That's
She don't
fair,
want to be
right.
limited. She want to be in control. So if it is
Right.
that being in control means she want to buy a next house and she want to go on vacation wherever, she don't want to be able can go mobile. She want can jump on a plane.
She knows
Fine?
go real. She want can go Hyatt and all
Exactly.
that. Yes, right.
But I'm saying at this level where she is, she's comfortable. And whichever man she meet on this level where she is now, she
Oh,
want them
I
to
get where I say
grow.
no Capo. I get where
Right,
I
she
say.
want them to
Yeah.
grow. But I'm
I get what I
saying,
say.
suppose I meet Miss Garden, she's a director at our company and I'm a director. Her comfort level at that point, she's going to want to grow from that as well. And I'm saying, when is it enough? Because if I am at a call center, as level say, I earn $5 grand a week, and I can provide, for argument's sake, because I'm good at tech boss, I'm good with my chicken back, and my spouse is okay at that level. We can live because, and I think sometimes in this current landscape, finances is so important that the other things were on the list a while ago. We never hear when they talk about sex, which is a whole different topic altogether. But all the other things,
The list there, you know, not one of
not
them said
one
them
nobody
want
talk
good wood.
about sex,
Not
right?
one said them want good wood. And it would have come up somewhere down the line.
True.
But
Not one
it's
say
not
it
come
not true.
up.
Me I want true.
But hold
Listen,
on. I
at
don't hold on,
80-year-old, it might
hold on.
not, that
I
hood
don't want
might
to
not
hold
be
on.
stiff. So
Hold on.
that is
That
not
80. Right now we have 50
a
and teacher 80.
criteria on my list.
All right, hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah, date 80. Yeah, you don't know we are talking about.
Not date 80 and whatever you ask me.
We're gonna get some
What
chopsticks.
constitute a good man?
You see, I just
No, I'm just no. To
Woman
be
no
fair,
come.
stop it.
We have a reality.
Ask me
We have a reality.
what
At the end of the day,
constitute
listen, man.
a good
Miss
man,
Garden,
and
Miss
I'm
Garden,
telling
yeah.
you what
Yeah,
constitutes
and
a good man
so you
for
tell me say
me.
a good man for you, no for can give you good. That's what you say?
Listen what I'm
May
saying.
I ask you a question?
You asked, guys, the topic was what constitutes
No, you answer
a
the
good
question,
man.
but
A good
answer,
man
true.
going into husband, life partner, all these things and whatever and all them something there. At 80, now go stand up, you know.
let me ask a question then.
But
May
how
I
far
ask
80
this
they from
question
now?
and then close the show. Hold on.
How far
I'm
80
gonna
from
lose some
me?
gorilla
40
glue.
years.
Let
40 years.
me ask this
40
question
years.
then, and then we'll
You
close
know
that.
this
Hold on.
is now.
Hold on. We're going to go through the top four for the tournament. Finances, protection, character, leader, patience. That's about five, mix it in two. All of that being said, I'm going to close the show now. If a man give you all of that, I want 10 seconds each to answer this. Make a time on it. 10 seconds. A man give you all of that now, right? And can't have sex with you for 30 years, not good. You're comfortable then. Can buy everything you want, do everything you want. You can get someone when you want, but sexually, it is not there. You're okay. Go.
I am.
All right, sister. All right.
I've been in relationships where the sex
10
is
seconds,
not
10
great,
seconds.
but he gave me everything else and I was content.
All right, Mel, you're good with that.
Yep, because we have options. We have toys.
With that being said, thank you so much, ladies, for your point of view. It was interesting to see that at the end of it all, from what I'm gathering and what I'm sure our audience will gather, that finances come top, everything else comes second. With that being said, have a good night. Please share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Philip, look up the recording.
Yeah!